To Skaylar a few minutes ago. Excited for him to get the opportunity to play against Pops tonight?
Yeah, it's not the reason he's going in the game. It just kind of worked out right. I think if you got a son that's trying out for an NHL team, you'd like to. I think that'd be neat for him. So, but his camp is built and he's gotten stronger, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
And overall, just what do you look for here tonight, going on the road for the first time in the preseason?
And I'll just give you guys kind of the inside scoop because you came this morning. You're going to see a fairly close to this roster for our next 3 games. And you won't see a lot of the guys who played for the Panthers last year, and that's the Barkovs of the world, you won't see in the next 3 games. So this is really, in some ways, the main part of the tryout for all these guys. A lot of this, and now there are other players too that I can't get them all in tonight because of the veteran rules. So we'll have players come in and out. But this is the big time for these guys, and it's perfect because Carolina, because they've been running the same program now for years, it doesn't really matter whether it's an NHL guy or an American League. They know the systems, they know the routes, they know the style. It's going to get jammed down our throats here tonight, and that's part of it. We want to see how these guys handle it, understanding there's places on the ice that you're just not going to be able to make a play. It'll be a new experience for a few of these guys who haven't seen this yet.
For a guy like Rasmus Asplund, who's played a good amount of games in the NHL, kind of entering his prime years at 25, what do you want to see from guys like him during these games?
Their job is to show us who they are, what they're good at. And then we got to decide whether we can fix the other things. So all of these guys do something well. He's very, very quick. He's tenacious on the puck. He does have some pretty good hands. And so we just want to see his ability to get on the puck and his ability not to slow the motor at any point in his shifts, to stay intense straight through his shifts. And that will be true of all of them. And that's part of the reason why I want them to all play 3 games in a row, so they'll all get a little bit of fatigue. So they're all kind of dealing with the same sandwich.
Didn't see Barkov or Bennett out there. Or is it just a maintenance day for them?
No, Barkey is just a little under the weather, so you don't get to skate. And then Benny had another minor issue, as far as I know. So I don't need him on the ice right now. I need him healthy. So if their back tightens up or something, we just work on it. Both of those guys have test pretty well in fitness testing, so I'm not worried about it.
In terms of goaltending tonight, are you going to split them the way that you had in the doubleheader? Or?
To tell you the truth, I haven't talked to Rob Tallis about it. I do not lie to you when I say I don't watch the goaltenders. It's all body language for me, and I haven't noticed the goalie in training camp yet. I like the guys who played last game. They all look good. I remember that. Yeah, they're good.
In terms of just getting back to Skylar, just as a dad, your son is not playing, but he's working
Yeah, I
his way
listen
up
to
in the
his
league.
games, right? I'm interested in his pro career. Sure, I follow my son.
So,
Yeah, you know what? If we time allows, I'll stop over and see Rod and give him a kind of a training camp update of what's going on, because I'd kind of like to know that if it was my kid at an NHL camp. So yeah, I'll stop in.
what do you think from Rod's perspective? Can you put yourself in his shoes? What he might go through tonight? Would it cross your mind if it was the other way around?
You know what? He's already a proud dad. Why wouldn't he be? That Skylar's a fine young man, hard-working, good person, very respectful of the people around. So the most important job's already been done. I don't know, because being a coach's son is not necessarily their favorite position in the world, right? You get to hear. I don't know how that dynamic works, but you potentially get to hear of every mistake that you possibly made on the ice, or not. I don't get that impression from Roddy. I'm sure he's not overcoaching them. He can't have 2 NHL head coaches at the same time. It'd be too much.
Last question, guys, just with time.
No, if you guys, Skylar already said he hopes he doesn't get any death stares from his dad tonight. So
Yeah,
he's got an idea.
I got all the lines I want to use that are kind of funny. I can't use, could be against league rules. But if there's a brawl, would it be the first father-son? Send him over the bench first if it gets out of control. Rod Brind'amour is one of the finest professionals that I ever coached. Just consistently, this level is maybe elite to all of them, and he is, if not the best coach, very close to being the best coach in the league in my mind, in terms of the way his team plays every night in their prep. They never change. It's the same game. That's the mark of a well-coached team. So he's also got a well-coached son. He doesn't make mistakes. What I would like to see Skaylar do tonight is make 3 or 4 good ones. mistakes, not plays. Go out and play with a bit of freedom, not worry about making the right play every time. There has to be some risk built into everybody's game, and there's a chance the coaches' kids do it right all the time. And Matthew Tkachuk doesn't do it all right all the time. He just picks the right spots to anticipate something different. So